The Box by J.C. Welch. Chapter 10. Right now, things were just about as bad, except I was naked, and the bacon was cooked. It was nice and crisp. The air on my naked body, not the bacon. The bacon was okay, but the taste of grass was still in my mouth. Grass and bacon don't mix. I wanted eggs, but all the restaurants were closed, and the goods store was on the other side of town. The store on this side of town doesn't accept credit cards, and I kinda had an incident in that store. How was I supposed to know that you couldn't sample the toilet paper in the middle of the store? I was naked and cold. Things really do shrink up in the cold, and some things plump when you cook 'em. I was looking down the alleys looking for the box when I decided that I hated sleepwalking, but awake walking was okay. Being naked was starting to make me feel uncomfortable, and I think it was making other people uncomfortable too. One guy winked at me, and one lady laughed, but the rest of the people weren't happy. The cops weren't too happy either. They handcuffed my butt cheeks together and took me to jail. I spent 2 days in jail when I finally got some clothes. At least my cellmate was nice and really friendly. He let me wear his clothes, but while he was still in them. To tell you the truth, I think the cops liked the fact I was naked. It made them feel like bigger people, including the female cops. I left jail and continued to find the box. I kept finding the box, but I'd lose it 2 seconds later. I decided to handcuff myself to the box, but I lost the handcuffs that I took from the guard while he was wide awake. When I found the box, I superglued myself to it. I was stuck to the box forever until the superglue wore off. I used it on wood, and now it was stuck to the box with the rest of me. I was stuck in the box, and I couldn't go outside. The world inside the box was better anyway. I didn't need the outside world. I was too good for it. Yeah, right. I played with the bunnies, and then played with myself, because the bunnies ran away. Where do they keep hiding? It seems the bunnies aren't around when I want them to be, and I couldn't seem to get rid of the dead pop stars now all of a sudden. Madonna and Britney Spears kissed in front of me so much, my eyes threw up. I kept running away from it, but I'd turn around and they'd be doing it again. "Ah!" I screamed. I ripped my legs off and got out of the box like it was on fire. Actually, it was. I knew I shouldn't have put the barbecue that close to the box. I had to put it out with my jar of pee again, the second time this month. Last month it was a Coke bottle. This time I had a pickle jar. Then I remembered my legs were gone, and they had burned in the fire. I was able to put out the fire, but my toes were too badly burned, and I had them for dinner that night. They were delicious with salt and ketchup. Like the French fries from McDonald's, I dunked them in the ketchup. They tasted like chicken tacos and hamburger pizza. I had mud puddle juice with that, and it was a great dinner. First dinner I had since I was housebroken. My house was broken and burned. Once again I lived as a burnt victim, but at least the box was a fixer-upper. I borrowed other boxes and rebuilt the box. Before long it was as good as new, but I couldn't afford to keep it. Now the box belongs to the rich folks that bought it off me. They were probably going to eat their biscuits and drink their tea in the box from now on. I was so depressed, I wanted the box back. I missed the pink bunnies, the stuffed giraffe, the naked rabbi, and even the dead pop stars. No, I didn't miss the dead pop stars. I wish that they were really dead. I had money, but not enough to buy the box back. After some pancakes at IHOP, I'll think of something. Right now I need some more maple syrup. I need to call the waitress over. This is the first cold meal I've had in weeks, and I'm not going to waste it. Can I also get some bacon here? What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the box. I'll get it back somehow. I think better on a full stomach. I could eat like this forever, and the box could come with. These pancakes are great, but I should save some for later. I put a sausage in my pants and left. Good thing I stole some napkins. Sausages are messy when putting them in your pocket. Now, I gotta figure out what to do about getting the box back. As I ate the sausage from out of my pocket, I got an idea. Unfortunately, it wasn't about the box, and isn't important enough to put in this story. I cleaned up and thought about an idea about getting the box. I thought about stealing it, but when I tried it, the police caught me and put me in jail. Apparently the new owners were home and called the police. As I was sitting in jail, I thought about waiting until the new owners were gone and then stealing the box. But by now they probably have guard dogs or a home security system. It was hopeless, and I cried myself to sleep. I dreamt all night about the box and woke up crying. I missed the box. Why did I have to build it to be so expensive? Then I got an idea. I had to devalue the box. Somehow I had to make the new owners think that the box isn't valuable. But how was I to do that? I wish I had a working brain. I can never finish an idea that I have. And what was I going to say at the end of this sentence? I think it was something about the box, but I'm not sure. What day is it? Sunday? Darn, the banks are closed. I want to cash this check that I got from the new owners of the box. I'll have to wait until tomorrow. I need a place to sleep tonight, but I don't have the money to stay at a hotel. I guess the park bench again tonight. Maybe I ought to sleep near the bank, so that when the bank opens, I can cash this check. I woke up in the street again. The horns of cars is a great alarm clock. The bank was on top of a hill, and I had rolled all the way down it in my sleep. No wonder I woke up nauseated, and I puked all over the old man that was walking ahead of me. I walked up the hill and into the bank. I drowned and walked up to the bank teller. She told me to hold on, and I told her that I'd hold on to anything she wanted me to. She looked like this hot girl I fell in love with, but she told me to drop dead, and I died right there in the casket. She buried me. She was a gravedigger. The bank teller was sure taking a long time, and my legs were falling off. This was worse than the DMV when you're waiting in line to go to the bathroom. I peed all over myself 3 times before getting to the bathroom and not being able to go. It was horrible. My pants were all wet, and it was getting really uncomfortable. It's like laying in cat poop or waking up naked next to a man. The big teller came back and brought the manager with her as well. "This check cannot be cashed here," the owner said. The check must have been fake. I wondered why the check looked funny. It looked like a page out of the TV guide. The rich people scammed me, and now they were living in my box. I had to get the police to help me for a change, and to get my box back. I went to the police station, and they arrested me for trespassing. I tried to explain to the cops that I needed their help, but they wouldn't listen to a criminal. They beat me until I was unconscious, and then they called the paramedics to beat me some more. I realized I hated the cops at that point, and after the hurt I went through, I decided that I was going to get my box back and stay there forever. First, I had to get the box back, and that was the hard part. The soft part was my bones after getting beaten by nightsticks and ran over by an ambulance. I couldn't understand why my hands smelled like tuna, and why I was seeing cucumbers. I think I was still a little messed up in the brain, but I had a craving for string cheese that wouldn't go away. Okay, I decided that I'm going to get some string cheese, and then get the box back. How many times must I lose this box in the story? I went to the store and got some string cheese. As I was passing the pop aisle, I got an idea. I wanted a Coke too, and I grabbed a bottle. I made it sound like it was a great idea, but I fooled you. I wished I had an idea to get the box back, but then I got an idea. The idea was that I couldn't get an idea. My thoughts were all over the place today. Some of my brains were still on the ground in front of the police station. That beating really messed me up bad. I thought about killing those cops for what they did, but then that thought left my mind. I bought the string cheese and Coke. They really should have a string cheese Coke, or a Coke-flavored string cheese. Hey, it might taste pretty good. When I was at the checkout line, the blind lady screamed at me and ran away. I'm ugly even to the blind, I thought, and left the store. The string cheese was good, but I didn't drink my Coke until I got to the box. The family inside looked happy, but I didn't care. I pushed the kids to the ground and made them cry. Then I threw the mother in a mud puddle, and then I had the box again, until the father came home and beat me until the cops came. I don't remember what happened next. Everything went black. I couldn't see anything, but I felt my body being tasered over and over again. Why taser someone who's already down? The cops must really hate me, or like me to the point of hurting. I get it confused all the time. My wife used to always tell me that she loved me after a good beating. That's another story, though. All I know is that it was dark where I was. I woke up and couldn't see. so I didn't know when I woke up, or even if I did wake up. It was dark when I woke up, and I couldn't tell if my eyes were open or not. I tried to move, but I couldn't. I tried to speak, but nothing came out. I was scared. Was I a statue again? Where was I? I couldn't hear anything either. I felt like my ears were popped. Was I dead? Is this death? Death isn't so bad. Death really gets a bad rap. Death is a good rapper, and he's really good at wrapping presents, too. Death is a cool guy, and when I mean cool, I mean he has a body temperature of about 45 degrees. His majors include accounting, teaching, medicine, law, cooking, shopping, swimming, hiking, and shoe salesman. He lived a long time before becoming Death. I wonder how he got a job like that. Does Death have a soul? I know he listens to soul, and he eats soul food on Saturday nights, but does he have a soul? Do I have a soul? If I do, where is it? I can't seem to find it on a diagram of the anatomy. Where is my body right now? I wish I knew where I was. I woke up, and it was all a dream. The end. Just kidding, or am I? Well, I probably am if there's still pages left in the story, but it'll be a surprise to me, because I don't know yet. You're probably asking yourself, when is the story going to end? And my answer will be revealed on the last page. Which could be this page, but probably not if there are more pages with words on them after this one. I don't think I'm going to end it here, because I still need to get the box back. Ending it in the middle of something doesn't make much sense, unless there's a sequel. There might be a sequel, but I'm not sure. I haven't started it yet, and I have to find out how this story will end, and I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go along, you know? If you haven't figured that out yet, then now you know. So I walked back to the alley, which was fenced in now. Those new owners were stupid. I tried to climb the fence. Then my life flashed before my eyes. Things I'd never seen before. Then everything went black. I woke up on fire, and I was hot. I think I had a fever, so I took a hot bath. It burned, and then I was all right again. I climbed the fence again, and it happened again. That fence is making me mad and hot. This time I gave the fence a bath, and it blew up. I didn't know that fences blew up when you threw water on them. Electric fences just short circuit. Anyway, the box was on fire again, and I had to save it. The family inside was trapped, and I had to save the box first. I threw the box into the river, and the family drowned. But at least the box was okay. I had oven mitts on, so I didn't get burned. I was with the box again, floating on the river. We ended up in the Gulf of Mexico, and the people spoke Spanish there. The fish spoke French, though, and the lobsters spoke Russian. I needed to find an English-speaking towel to dry off with, and the box wanted nachos. Good thing we're in the Gulf of Mexico. Nachos were invented in Mexico by the same people who created the taco and the burrito. I wonder if a female nacho would be called a nacha. I have some weird thoughts. Anyway, when we got to shore, we got some nachos. I dried off after a while. I didn't need a towel anymore. Everything was great again, and I was with the box again. Just then a guy walked up to me and said, "Dang, I didn't think they made people that ugly," and walked away. He was pretty short, and he couldn't tell a lie. I was happy to meet such a nice guy, and so was the box. The box liked the guy, and hung out with him quite a bit. So often I didn't know where the box was half the time, and the other two halves it was talking about the guy the whole time. They went to ball games and to wrestling matches together. I just stayed home, actually just the alley until the box came back, and then I would go home. The box was spending more and more time with the guy. Sometimes it would be days before I'd see the box again. One time I didn't see the box for a whole week, and it happened to be the coldest week of the month. That's another chapter down. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment below, and thanks for watching.